it's kind of important to think about too is that, you talk about this coming to Detroit. Obviously, like earlier in the year, I had an activist from the Detroit Water Brigade on who was like on the front lines of trying to, when Detroit was shutting off water for all these people and literally, again, they had to go to the UN, United Nations, to get water for the citizens of Detroit, and that stuff's still going on. And the citizens of Flint are still getting bills for this poison. Yeah. They're still getting fucking water bills, and which is just insane. But like, I think this is one of these things where this is a warning, and we need to respond to this correctly because this is coming to other cities. Like, this is coming everywhere because, again, like, the commodity of the future with shit like climate change is going to be water. And that's why you have things like Nestle, buying up land in Michigan and buying up all these, like, water supplies. And so this is something that's going to be happening everywhere, especially up in the Great Lakes area where it's like the cleanest water in the U.S., essentially up in the big lakes. The fact that this is happening in Flint, this is one, we need to do justice for Flint, but also we got to be on guard as this stuff starts happening in cities all over the country because, again, this is not this is the first big instance of this, but it's not an anomaly. This stuff's coming all over the damn country soon.
Oh yeah, it's it is like Flint is a test bunny. It's a test city. It's that they do that, and that's the thing about little cities. It doesn't just happen in big metropolitan areas like your Detroits and Chicagos, and like they start in Rochester and Flint and Gary. Like, this is where this stuff happens, and this is where this stuff is developed and where it's planned and experimented on. It's sick, the people of these areas, they're so in the belly of the beast dealing with the fight of making it day to day that they don't even realize it. Like, I could come there and lecture, all day about it, but they're, it's not that they're not going to hear me. They're just going to be like, well, what do we do? And the reality is, I don't have no full, answers to it. I just know that when it comes down to everything, it comes down to land and it comes down to money. So, and you're trying to get away from, you're trying to snatch these people's land, that sounds familiar. Trying to snatch these people's land, and you're trying to, not pay them accordingly. And you have to. They need reparations. They don't need to just be drowned in plastic. You know what I'm saying? They need reparations. They do need instant water. They need to get those pipes fixed, and they need to be shoot, man, if you're going to relocate them, then they even might need to be honorary stockholders. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it should be a guaranteed, 100,000 shares or whatever the hell it is that you're trying to develop in the city and trying to build. But I know genocide when I see it, and it's genocide. That whole thing is American-made genocide, and everybody who is involved in that needs to accept that and swallow that. That's a big piece of pie to swallow, and I'm sure they can do it well because they're greedy. So swallow that big piece of pie. It's genocide. You're trying to kill our people, my people, where I grew up at, and I will call it out anytime, anywhere. It's murder. It's nothing but biochemical murder. All right. And there's no other way to say it. There's no other way to sugarcoat it. What they're doing to the people in Flint is biochemical murder.